As the camera pulls back from Earth, the remnants of the Galactic Council's empire are seen in the distance. The once dominant alien structures, now in ruins, stand as a reminder of the might of the Galactic Council and the determination of the human spirit. The stars shine brightly in the distance, and for the first time in many years, there is a sense of peace. Emily, looking over the horizon, turns her back to the remains of the alien empire and walks toward the future. The camera follows her, her figure resolute and strong, as she leads humanity into a new era, an era where they are no longer victims, but a force to be reckoned with. The battle is over, but the work has just begun. The story closes with the promise of a brighter future for humanity. The war is won, but the true victory lies in the unity, strength, and resilience that humanity has found within itself. No longer will Earth be seen as a weak, defenseless planet. No longer will humanity be viewed as inferior. They have fought, they have suffered, and now they have emerged victorious. As the screen fades to black, the final words of Emily echo, "We are no longer weak. We are the future." The battle that began with Earth on the brink of extinction is now over. The Galactic Council, once an unstoppable force that spread fear and dominance across the galaxy, lies in ruins. The central command, the heart of the Council's power, has been destroyed. The massive, imposing citadel that once symbolized their supremacy is now a crumbling wreck. Alien ships drift aimlessly through space, their systems fried by the final psychic assault from Emily, the child who had suffered so much and had grown into a powerful leader. The once mighty Galactic Council has been shattered, their forces scattered across the galaxy, left in disarray and unable to regroup. On Earth, the aftermath of the war is seen in a very different light. What was once a planet teetering on the edge of total annihilation now stands as a beacon of hope. The people of Earth, once victims of unimaginable cruelty and exploitation, have proven that they are no longer powerless. The human race has shown the galaxy that they are a force to be reckoned with, a species that has fought back against overwhelming odds and emerged victorious. The resistance has become a symbol of human strength and resilience, and their victory is a testament to the fact that even the most advanced, seemingly invincible alien empire can be toppled. Humanity's victory is not just a military one, it is a moral one. Earth's forces, empowered by their new abilities and the technology they have stolen from their alien tormentors, have turned the tables. The Galactic Council may have had superior technology and strength, but they were not prepared for the sheer determination and willpower of humanity. The camera pans over the remains of the battlefield, showing the destruction of alien ships, broken weapons, and fallen soldiers, both human and alien. The cost of the war has been high, but the message is clear: Earth will never again be seen as a weak, defenseless planet. The alien forces have learned that the hard way. Ending, the camera shifts to a solemn moment, focusing on Emily, now an adult and standing at the helm of humanity's future. The psychic child, once a victim of unimaginable cruelty, has grown into a powerful leader. The scars of her past are still visible in her eyes, but they have been transformed into a symbol of strength. Emily stands atop a high platform overlooking the remains of the Galactic Council's empire. The stars above are clear, with no alien fleets in sight, only the peaceful expanse of space. As the leader of the newly formed human colonies, Emily surveys the vast stretch of Earth's future. The world, still scarred by the long years of alien occupation, is beginning to heal. Cities that once lay in ruins are being rebuilt, and the Earth's population, emboldened by their victory, is rebuilding their world from the ground up. The camera zooms in on Emily's face as she takes in the sight. There is no smile, no celebratory expression, just a quiet determination. Her journey, and humanity's journey, is far from over. They have won this battle, but the war for their future is just beginning. Emily's voice, calm and resolute, echoes through the narrative as she speaks her final words to the survivors, to the humans who fought and died for this victory. "We have shown the galaxy what we are capable of," she says. "But this is only the beginning. No one, human or alien, will ever see us as weak again. We will rebuild, we will grow, and we will protect our future. The camera cuts to scenes of the human colonies beginning their work. Rebuilding efforts are underway, with humans working side by side to restore their homes, their cities, and their world. New technologies, learned from the remains of the alien empire, are integrated into Earth's infrastructure. The once fragmented human race is now united, standing together to ensure that no such invasion will ever happen again. The humans have proven that they are not just survivors, they are conquerors of their own fate. However, despite the celebration of victory, the toll of the war is evident. The camera lingers on the faces of those who have lost loved ones, soldiers, families, and children who have been forever marked by the horrors of the conflict. It is a bittersweet victory, for many lives have been lost in the fight for freedom. Yet, in their eyes, there is hope. Hope for a new future, hope for peace, and most importantly, hope for the survival of humanity. Meanwhile, the battle rages on in space. The human ships, though fewer in number, fight with relentless courage. Their pilots move with precision, executing complex maneuvers in an attempt to outsmart the larger, more advanced alien vessels. The visual storytelling is breathtaking, as explosions light up the sky and ships dart in and out of combat. The camera follows the action with a fast-paced, chaotic energy, making the audience feel as if they are right there in the thick of it. The sound of weapons firing, the roar of engines, and the screams of distant explosions fill the air. It is a brutal, unforgiving conflict. On the ground, the human resistance continues its fight. In cities now transformed into battlefields, humans clash with the alien invaders in brutal close-quarters combat. The streets are filled with the sounds of gunfire, explosions, and shouting. Civilians who once lived normal lives are now soldiers in the war for Earth's survival. Their training is brief, but their determination is fierce. They fight not just for their homes, but for their children, their future, and the very survival of their species. The camera follows a group of resistance fighters, including Emily's parents, as they engage in a street-by-street fight to push back the alien forces. The intensity of the fighting, coupled with the emotional weight of the moment, creates a deep connection with the audience. As the battle continues to escalate, the emotional toll becomes more apparent. The resistance fighters, though empowered by their new abilities and advanced technology, are not invincible. The camera focuses on their faces, capturing the exhaustion and fear that comes with fighting an enemy that seems so much stronger. But there is something else in their eyes: hope. They are fighting for more than just survival, they are fighting for a future, for the children they hope will never know the horrors they have faced. This emotional depth adds another layer to the story, making the stakes feel all the more real. Back in space, the tide of the battle begins to turn. Thanks to Emily's psychic powers, the human forces are able to land critical blows against the alien fleet. Her mind pushes through the chaos, creating moments of clarity in the madness of combat. Alien ships begin to fall from the sky, their destruction a testament to the growing strength of humanity's resolve. The battle is far from over, but the humans are slowly starting to win the upper hand. However, the Galactic Council is not yet defeated. As the battle enters its final stages, the Council sends in their last-ditch effort, a massive, doomsday weapon capable of wiping out entire cities with a single strike. The Resistance knows that if this weapon is unleashed, all hope will be lost. In one final, desperate push, the human fighters launch a full assault on the alien weapon. The camera cuts between the frantic fight to stop the weapon and the tense moments in space as Emily's psychic powers hold the alien fleet at bay. The suspense builds to a fever pitch as the final moments of the battle approach. The camera zooms in on Emily's face, her expression filled with determination and pain as she uses every last ounce of her psychic strength to stop the weapon. The humans make their final push, sacrificing everything they have to ensure victory. It is an all-or-nothing battle, and only one side can emerge victorious. The camera shifts between scenes of intense action, emotional moments, and the devastating cost of war. The fate of Earth hangs in the balance as the final assault begins. Will humanity emerge victorious, or will the Galactic Council's might prove too much to overcome? The answer lies in the sacrifices made, the bravery shown, and the hope that humanity will never give up, no matter the cost. Emily, deep within her psychic bond with the Resistance, feels the full weight of the situation. Her heart pounds with fear for her people, but also with a burning determination to protect them. With her psychic energy now flowing through her, she pushes her abilities to their absolute limit. She knows that she is the only one who can prevent the total destruction of Earth. As the alien fleet draws closer, she focuses her mind, amplifying her powers to create a protective barrier around the planet. The air crackles with energy as her psychic influence stretches out into space. The humans, equipped with their new technology, prepare their defenses. The cloaked ships, AI-controlled drones, and powerful weapons are ready. But they know that they cannot match the sheer power of the Galactic Council. Their only hope lies in Emily's powers, powers that have already been stretched to their limits by her years of torment. With every passing moment, her energy drains, but she presses on, unwilling to let her people fall. Suspense grips the air as the alien ships move closer. The Resistance forces gather, knowing that the battle of their lives is about to begin. The fate of humanity is on the line, and the tension is unbearable. Will Emily's powers be enough to protect Earth from the overwhelming might of the Galactic Council? Will the Resistance's new technology and unity be enough to hold back the alien invaders? The battle is on the horizon, and the stakes have never been higher. The Galactic Council is coming to Earth, ready to destroy everything in their path. But humanity, fueled by hope and desperation, is ready to fight back. The final showdown is about to begin, and no one knows who will emerge victorious. The fate of the planet rests in the hands of the Resistance, and the psychic powers of one human child. The final battle for Earth has arrived. The skies above the planet are filled with an overwhelming number of alien warships, their metallic forms shimmering against the vastness of space. The Galactic Council's fleet, the most powerful military force in the galaxy, has descended upon Earth with the intent to annihilate the human resistance once and for all. But the humans are ready, armed with advanced technology, new psychic abilities, and the unwavering will to survive. As the battle begins, the Earth's defenses are put to the test. The human resistance, united under a single cause, launches a fierce counterattack. Using their cloaked ships, AI-controlled drones, and advanced weaponry, they engage in high-stakes combat against the alien invaders. The air crackles with energy as powerful laser blasts light up the sky. Each side exchanges fire, their ships weaving in and out of the chaotic battlefield. The humans have become skilled at using the alien technology they have stolen, but they are still outnumbered and outgunned. It is a fight for survival, and every move counts. At the heart of the battle, Emily, the psychic child, is the key to turning the tide. Her mind reaches out, disrupting the Galactic Council's communications and technology. The alien fleet begins to falter, their once coordinated attacks now chaotic and disorganized. Emily's psychic powers are growing stronger with every passing moment, and she uses them to manipulate the enemy's weapons against them. Alien ships begin to malfunction, their weapons turning on their own fleet as the humans take advantage of the confusion. The humans have fought for this moment for so long, but they know the price of victory will be steep. As the battle intensifies, it becomes clear that not everyone will make it out alive. The emotional weight of the situation becomes even more real as key characters, like Bonner, a seasoned soldier and a trusted leader, make the ultimate sacrifice. Bonner, a figure who has been with the Resistance since the beginning, knows that this battle will be the last one. He has seen countless comrades fall, and now it is his turn. Bonner's death is a pivotal moment in the battle. As he leads a group of human fighters on a dangerous mission to destroy a key alien weapon, he is struck down by an alien plasma blast. The camera focuses on his face as he falls, his expression filled with determination and pride. He knows he is giving everything for humanity's survival. His sacrifice is not in vain. The humans, fueled by the loss of one of their own, push forward with renewed strength. Bonner's bravery becomes a symbol for the entire resistance, and his death strengthens their resolve. The camera lingers on his face, capturing the silent grief and respect of his comrades, before they turn their focus back to the battle at hand. The battle may be over for now, but the war has only just begun. The Galactic Council may be stunned, but they are far from defeated. And the Resistance knows that they must keep fighting, because the price of freedom is high, and the stakes have never been greater. But one thing is certain, humanity will not stop until they've won their freedom, and the Galactic Council will never be the same. The first wave of humanity's retaliation against the Galactic Council was nothing short of a miracle. The orbital bombardment, the surprise strikes, and the overwhelming courage of the human resistance had stunned the alien empire. For the first time, the mighty Galactic Council had been forced to acknowledge the power of a species they had once dismissed as weak and insignificant. But instead of being humbled by this unexpected defeat, the Council's wrath burns brighter than ever. Their response is swift, brutal, and merciless. Enraged by the audacity of the humans, the Galactic Council decides to make an example out of Earth. They are determined to erase humanity from existence, to show that no one, no matter how fierce or defiant, can challenge their dominance. They summon their most powerful fleets, an unstoppable armada that dwarfs anything the humans have ever seen. This new fleet is composed of the most advanced ships, equipped with the latest technology, and led by the Council's most fearsome commanders. Their goal is simple, to crush Earth's resistance and wipe humanity off the map. Back on Earth, the mood is tense. The humans, now united and more determined than ever, know that the fight they are about to face will be their greatest challenge yet. The resistance has grown stronger, and their ranks are filled with civilians and soldiers alike, all empowered by the psychic abilities that have been awakened within them. But they are still vastly outnumbered, and they know that the Galactic Council will show no mercy. The odds are stacked against them, but they have no choice but to stand and fight. Emily, the tortured child who has become the symbol of hope for humanity, stands at the heart of the resistance. Her psychic abilities have continued to grow since the attack on the Galactic Council's planet, and she has become a key figure in humanity's struggle. Her mind now reaches farther than ever before, touching every corner of the Earth, communicating with resistance fighters across the globe. She's not just a survivor anymore, she's a leader, a beacon of hope. But even as her powers grow, the toll of her torment is taking its toll. She is still imprisoned by the Galactic Council, a captive in their cruel hands, subjected to experiments that push her mind and body to their limits. Yet, despite the unimaginable pain, Emily draws strength from the knowledge that her suffering is not in vain. Her torment fuels her psychic powers, amplifying them to unimaginable levels. As the Galactic Fleet nears Earth, she begins to focus her energy, using her abilities to protect the planet she calls home. With each passing day, the Resistance continues to prepare. They have developed new technology, trained new soldiers, and perfected their strategies. But even with all their advancements, they know that they cannot win this fight alone. They must rely on the power of Emily's mind, which is the only thing that can hold back the might of the Galactic Council. The time has come to face the enemy head-on. The moment of truth arrives. One fateful morning, as the sun rises over the Earth, the sky darkens. It is not clouds that obscure the light, but the shadows of the Galactic Council's fleet descending from the heavens. Massive warships, their hulls glinting with alien technology, fill the sky. The sight is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The fleet is vast, far larger than anything the humans have ever encountered. The ships are armed with weapons that could obliterate entire cities in the blink of an eye. The fate of humanity is now in their hands. The Resistance watches in horror as the alien fleet grows larger, casting an oppressive shadow over the Earth. The ships seem to stretch on forever, a seemingly endless procession of destruction and power. The humans, however, are not paralyzed by fear. They are filled with resolve. They know that this is their last chance. The fight for Earth's survival has come to a head. The resistance forces are mobilized, gathering every last soldier and fighter they can muster. The planet's military is now united with the civilian resistance, creating a force that, while smaller than the Council's army, is filled with an unyielding spirit. Humanity has faced the impossible before and survived. Now, they must do it again. As the Resistance's cloaked ships approach the target, the tension is palpable. Every ship is invisible to the alien sensors, and the crews are on edge, knowing that the slightest mistake could lead to detection. They've worked tirelessly to perfect their cloaking technology, and now it's time to put it to the test. The fleet is composed of a mix of human ships, each equipped with advanced weapons and shields, as well as AI-controlled drones to provide support. They have the advantage of surprise, and they intend to make it count. The moment of impact arrives. Emily's mind is racing as she channels her psychic energy into the command of the fleet. The cloaked ships drop out of their stealth mode just above the alien planet's atmosphere, and the bombardment begins. The sky above the alien cities shatters as a barrage of energy blasts rains down from the ships. The Resistance's weapons are designed to be brutal, and the alien cities, once thought impregnable, crumble under the onslaught. It's a sight that's both awe-inspiring and horrifying. Alien skyscrapers, towering over the landscape, collapse like towers of sand. The ground below is torn apart by massive explosions as the orbital strikes devastate the planet's surface. Shockwaves ripple across the sky, creating a symphony of destruction. The Resistance's surprise attack is ruthless, and the alien forces on the ground scramble to mount a defense, but it's too late. The damage is done. Entire cities are reduced to rubble, and the alien colony is in chaos. Meanwhile, in space, the Resistance's ships engage in a fierce dogfight with the Galactic Council's fleet. The battle is intense, with both sides using advanced technology and deadly weapons. The human ships, though outnumbered, are faster and more agile, using their cloaking technology to their advantage. They dart in and out of enemy fire, striking at the alien ships with precision and speed. The aliens, caught off guard by the Resistance's sudden appearance, struggle to coordinate their defenses. The dogfights are fast-paced and high-stakes. Explosions light up the dark expanse of space as the human and alien ships engage in close-quarters combat. Energy blasts tear through the vacuum, and the silence of space is broken by the deafening sound of weapons fire. Human pilots, now experienced in this new form of warfare, weave and dodge through the enemy fleet, taking down alien ships one by one. Despite their technological superiority, the Galactic Council is unable to match the Resistance's ferocity. The human ships, equipped with advanced cloaking devices and powerful weapons, take down alien ships with a deadly precision. The Resistance's fighters don't just rely on brute force, they've learned to use their environment to their advantage. They know how to evade enemy fire, how to strike where the aliens are weakest. And they know that every victory, no matter how small, sends a message: humanity will not back down. As the orbital bombardment continues, the battle in space intensifies. The human fleet has dealt a crushing blow to the Galactic Council's colony, but the fight is far from over. Alien reinforcements are on the way, and the Resistance knows that time is running out. The pressure mounts as the humans push forward, determined to finish what they started. The fate of the colony rests in their hands. The suspense builds as the battle rages on. The Resistance has scored a major victory, but the cost is high. Ships are damaged, and casualties are inevitable. The Galactic Council, now fully aware of the human threat, will not take this attack lightly. They will retaliate, and the Resistance must be prepared for the consequences. But for now, humanity has struck a decisive blow. The first strike has been made, and the message is clear: the Galactic Council's reign of terror is coming to an end. The human Resistance, once an afterthought, is now a force to be reckoned with. And with Emily's psychic powers guiding them, there is no limit to what they can accomplish. In the heart of the facility, Emily remains trapped, unaware of the growing resistance outside her prison. She has endured months of torture, but the psychic connection between her and humanity has only grown stronger. Her powers are now at their peak, and she can sense the commandos coming for her. She reaches out, not with her hands, but with her mind. Her psychic signal reaches them, like a beacon in the darkness. The commandos find their way to her cell, guided by her psychic call. They break through the security and find Emily, alive and stronger than ever. But their mission isn't over yet. As they prepare to leave, the alarm is triggered. The facility's defenses come online, and the aliens know that they've been breached. It's a race against time. The team has to move fast, there's no turning back now. The clock is ticking, and if they don't make it out in time, they'll be trapped in the heart of enemy territory. The commandos and Emily fight their way through the facility, using every advantage they have. Emily's psychic powers help guide them, moving obstacles and disorienting enemies. The battle is fierce, but the team fights with everything they have. They know that this mission could change the course of the war. They cannot fail. Outside, the resistance has prepared for a final showdown. The sabotage operations have drawn the attention of the Galactic Council. Ships are mobilized, and reinforcements are sent to the planet. The battle is about to intensify. But the resistance is ready. They have learned from their previous successes, and they are prepared to strike hard. The goal is clear, to defeat the Galactic Council and free humanity once and for all. As the commandos escape the facility, they leave behind a trail of destruction. The power grid is down, and the communications are severed. The Galactic Council, unprepared for such a coordinated strike, begins to panic. But their panic only fuels the fire of the resistance. As the commandos return to Earth with Emily, the message is clear: humanity is no longer afraid. They are no longer weak. They are united, and they are ready for war. The suspense rises as the Galactic Council realizes that they are facing something they never expected: a united humanity, armed with technology, willpower, and the determination to fight back. The resistance has only just begun, and the battle for Earth is far from over. Every victory, every mission, brings them one step closer to defeating the alien menace and reclaiming their home. But the war is far from over, and the stakes have never been higher. The human resistance is no longer the disorganized, underpowered force it once was. Now, it has become a well-oiled machine, a rising power determined to take down the Galactic Council once and for all. Much of this newfound strength comes from Emily, the child who has become the symbol of humanity's defiance. Her psychic abilities are growing stronger with each passing day, and she has become more than just a survivor of the Council's cruelty. She has become the Resistance's greatest weapon. Through their psychic connection, Emily communicates directly with the leaders of the Resistance. She's not just relaying information, she's guiding them. Her mind, sharper and more powerful than ever, can see the Galactic Council's weaknesses. She tells them of a vulnerable planet, one that is a hub for the Council's operations in this part of the galaxy. It's an insignificant world in their eyes, a colony that holds no real strategic importance. But to the Resistance, it represents an opportunity to strike back and show the Council that humanity is not to be underestimated. The plan is simple but daring. Emily, using her psychic connection with humanity, helps orchestrate a surprise orbital bombardment. The human fleet, equipped with newly acquired cloaking technology, will launch a swift, devastating attack on the planet. The alien forces there won't see it coming. With the element of surprise on their side, the Resistance will hit hard and fast. They will send a message to the Galactic Council that humanity is no longer afraid, and that they are capable of inflicting damage on an unimaginable scale. But cloaking devices are just the beginning. Human scientists manage to create AI-controlled drones, capable of performing high-speed reconnaissance and sabotaging the enemy without putting soldiers in harm's way. These drones are equipped with advanced weaponry, pulse cannons, energy shields, and stealth tech, that allow them to disable alien installations and infiltrate heavily guarded areas without detection. The weapons of the Galactic Council, once unbeatable, are now being turned against them. The Resistance begins using the stolen technology to infiltrate the Galactic Council's military outposts. They disable weapons systems, hack into communications, and steal whatever alien technology they can find. The more they sabotage, the more they learn. Each operation brings them closer to understanding the enemy's strengths and weaknesses. And with each success, the growing human resistance gains more confidence, their resolve solidified by the knowledge that they're no longer fighting a losing battle. But none of this would be possible without the daring efforts of human soldiers, commandos who have become skilled in the art of infiltration. These soldiers, once ordinary people, have transformed into skilled fighters and tacticians. They are equipped with the best of Earth's technology, combined with the stolen alien tech. Their mission is clear: to infiltrate one of the Galactic Council's most secure outposts and retrieve Emily, the child who started it all. The rescue mission is set in motion. It's a highly risky operation, one that could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Emily's parents, now key leaders in the Resistance, have pushed for this mission. They know that their daughter is the key to everything. If they can rescue her, they can use her connection to the psychic force that united humanity to turn the tide in the war. It's not just about saving her, it's about saving all of humanity. A small team of commandos is selected. They are a mix of military veterans and ordinary civilians who have developed extraordinary abilities. Together, they must infiltrate the heart of the Galactic Council's operations, a heavily fortified research facility located on a distant alien planet. The mission is dangerous. They will have to move silently, using the stolen cloaking devices to avoid detection. They must disable the alien defenses without alerting the enemy. Every step will be fraught with danger, and failure is not an option. As the team approaches the outpost, the suspense builds. The air is thick with tension. They are invisible to the alien sensors, but they know that the slightest misstep could trigger an alarm. They move quickly, taking out alien guards with precision and skill. The team splits into two groups, each with their own objective. One group will rescue Emily, while the other will plant explosives to disable the facility's power grid and communication systems. The Resistance's first target is a small Galactic Council outpost on Earth. It's lightly guarded, as the aliens don't consider the humans a real threat. But they soon learn how wrong they are. Using their newfound powers, the Resistance launches a surprise attack. They move swiftly and silently, infiltrating the alien base. The fight is intense, but the humans, empowered by their psychic abilities and their determination, overwhelm the alien guards. The victory is small but significant. It shows the Galactic Council that humanity is no longer as helpless as they thought. But as the Resistance grows in strength, so does the danger. The Galactic Council isn't blind. They start to realize that something is happening on Earth. Something they didn't anticipate. The psychic message sent by Emily has ignited a fire in the hearts of humankind, and it's burning brighter by the day. The Council begins to send more ships to Earth, more troops, and stronger defenses. They know now that the humans, though weaker in terms of technology, have something far more powerful, the ability to unite and fight back. But this only strengthens the resolve of the human resistance. They are ready. As chaos spreads across the world, people prepare for war. And in the heart of the resistance, Emily's parents, driven by the love for their daughter, lead the charge. The fight to save humanity has begun, and nothing will stop them. The suspense builds as we wonder, will the resistance be able to hold their ground against the alien threat? Can humans truly defeat the Galactic Council, or will their newfound powers be their downfall? As Emily's psychic message echoes through every human mind, one thing becomes clear: the battle for Earth is just beginning, and humanity will not go down without a fight. The tide is beginning to turn. Humanity, no longer the helpless species they once were, has awakened to their true potential. Across the globe, ordinary people with newfound powers are no longer sitting idly by. They are organizing. They are fighting back. But the key to their resistance lies in one thing: technology. Despite the Galactic Council's overwhelming strength, the humans are starting to turn the tide in their favor, by mastering the alien technology they've stolen. In underground bunkers, hidden military bases, and secret laboratories, human engineers work tirelessly to reverse engineer the advanced alien technology. What once seemed impossible is now within their grasp. Cloaking devices, once the exclusive domain of the Galactic Council, are now in the hands of human commandos. These cloaking devices allow human soldiers to become nearly invisible to alien sensors, making them a ghostly force that strikes without warning. As the message spreads, it's not just the ordinary humans who feel it. Even the most powerful leaders and military officials sense something stirring in the air. Some try to dismiss it as a coincidence, but it's too widespread to ignore. Governments begin to panic. What is happening to their people? How can so many people, all over the world, suddenly develop these extraordinary abilities? The world is in chaos. People who were once helpless and afraid now find themselves standing tall, ready for something they can't quite explain. The effects of Emily's psychic scream don't just stop with individuals. It's as if a switch has been flipped. Across the globe, people begin to organize, to come together in secret. The very governments that once dismissed them are now powerless to stop them. The strange new powers that people have discovered allow them to communicate silently, share thoughts, and even coordinate attacks without speaking a word. They begin to form groups, small, at first, but growing larger by the day. These are the first seeds of the human resistance. At the center of it all are Emily's parents. Having received the message about their daughter's suffering, they are now determined to do everything in their power to save her. They can feel the awakening within them too. Emily's psychic scream has reached them directly, and they feel the weight of the message in their bones. We are not weak. It is a rallying cry, not just for them, but for the entire human race. They know that their daughter is alive and that she is fighting back in ways they couldn't have imagined. Now, it's their turn to fight. Together with a growing network of allies, Emily's parents form a small but determined coalition. The group is made up of scientists, soldiers, hackers, and ordinary citizens who have discovered they have powers they never dreamed of. These humans, many of them once scared and helpless, now stand united in a common goal: to take down the Galactic Council and rescue Emily. They know the enemy is far stronger, far more advanced, but they also know something that the aliens don't. The Galactic Council may have superior technology, but they've underestimated humanity's will to survive, to protect their own. The resistance begins to form plans in secret, using their new abilities to disrupt the aliens' operations. In the dark corners of the internet, hidden in encrypted messages, they share information and coordinate movements. The coalition doesn't have much, but they have each other, and they have the power of unity. More and more people begin to feel the pull, as though the world is finally waking up. Everyday people are changing into warriors, each in their own way. Some gain the ability to control machines, making them into formidable hackers who can break into alien systems. Others become able to read minds, allowing them to communicate without a word and predict the enemy's movements. Unknowingly, the resistance against the Galactic Council is being born. The awakening spreads like wildfire, and those few who have gained extraordinary powers start to organize. It's not clear who they are or what they are doing, but they sense the opportunity. They are beginning to fight back, even if they don't know who their true enemy is yet. But one thing is certain: the Galactic Council has gravely underestimated humanity. In the midst of all this, Emily's parents are not idle. They work tirelessly, trying to decrypt every message, gathering allies, and seeking any way to save their daughter. They speak to world leaders, scientists, and anyone who might listen, but they are met with skepticism and fear. They're told that Earth has no chance against the alien invaders. But Emily's parents, who are ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances, refuse to give up. They know their daughter is alive. They know she is in pain, but they also know that something inside her is fighting back. And that gives them hope. The hope that, even in the face of overwhelming odds, humanity might just have a chance to fight back. The story is now set in motion, and the tension builds. The Galactic Council has no idea what they've done. They think they've crushed humanity, but instead, they've unknowingly unleashed something powerful, the will of a species that refuses to be broken. As the minutes pass, the camera lingers on the faces of Emily's parents, their eyes filled with grief, but also with determination. They're not alone anymore. The people of Earth have felt the call, and they will fight to save their world, their children, and their future. The suspense deepens as the audience wonders, what will happen next? Will Earth's growing resistance be enough to save Emily and defeat the Council? And just how far will humans go to fight back against a force so much stronger than they ever imagined? The real battle has only just begun, and the fate of humanity now hangs in the balance. As Emily endures unimaginable pain on the alien station, something begins to stir deep within her. Every experiment, every cruel test, is meant to break her spirit, but instead, they unlock a power she never knew existed. With each excruciating moment, her mind grows sharper, more focused. The pain becomes unbearable, but it also strengthens her will. Somehow, deep within her, she taps into something greater. Something far beyond human understanding. It starts with a whisper in her mind, just a faint echo, but it's there. And then, as if the floodgates open, her psychic abilities awaken. At first, it's small, she can feel the emotions of the alien scientists who are tormenting her. Fear, arrogance, curiosity. But as her powers grow, she begins to do more. She can move objects without touching them. She can sense the presence of others around her, even when they try to hide. And she knows, without a doubt, that she is no longer powerless. But Emily isn't just using her newfound abilities to escape or fight back in small ways. No. She does something far more profound. With all her remaining strength, she sends out a psychic scream, a message, not just to the aliens who have imprisoned her, but to every human on Earth. The message is clear, powerful, and filled with defiance: we are not weak. The moment her message reaches Earth, it creates a ripple, a shockwave that touches every corner of the planet. People, ordinary civilians, soldiers, scientists, and even children, feel a strange, sudden surge of power. It's as if something has awoken inside them, a part of themselves they never knew existed. The feeling is different for everyone. For some, it's a burst of strength; for others, it's an uncanny ability to understand technology, or an eerie clarity of thought. Some hear voices, like whispers in the back of their minds, as if they're becoming aware of things beyond their understanding. The story begins with a moment that shocks and chills the audience to their core. A peaceful morning is shattered when a human child, only 10 years old, is ripped away from their home. The child's name is Emily, and she's from a quiet town on Earth. No one sees the dark, towering ships coming from the sky until it's too late. The ships belong to the Galactic Council, a ruthless alliance of the most advanced and merciless alien species in the galaxy. Earth, in their eyes, is nothing more than a primitive world, weak and insignificant. Without warning, the Galactic Council launches a brutal raid on Earth. They abduct Emily, along with many other children from various places, but it is her fate that is most cruel. These aliens, with technology far beyond what humanity can comprehend, have no compassion for the suffering of a child. They drag her away to a distant, cold research station hidden deep within an alien planet. Inside the sterile, high-tech lab, Emily is locked in a small, dark room. The scientists, cold and emotionless, begin to experiment on her. They want to unlock the secrets of the human mind, using her as a subject for cruel and painful tests. They torture her with strange devices that invade her thoughts, probe her memories, and break her spirit. The agony is unimaginable. But to them, Emily is just another test subject, one in a long line of beings they consider insignificant. The child screams, a cry so desperate that it echoes through the very stars, but no one is there to hear it. However, this is where the story takes a surprising turn. As Emily suffers, something unexpected begins to happen. Her mind, shattered and battered, starts to awaken something deep within her. A strange, powerful energy begins to rise. It is not a power the Galactic Council was prepared for. Emily, despite her pain, is connecting to something far larger than herself. She taps into a psychic power, one that she doesn't fully understand but feels coursing through her. She is not weak. She is not helpless. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Emily's parents are in agony. They know their daughter is missing, but they have no idea what's happening to her. They receive cryptic, encrypted messages, fragments of information smuggled out from the alien facility. The messages reveal the horrible truth. Their daughter is being tortured, used as a test subject by these heartless beings. The pain of this revelation is too much to bear. Emily's parents, devastated and desperate, try to rally the people of Earth. But there's more going on than they realize. As Emily's psychic scream reaches across the galaxy, something incredible happens. In an instant, every human on Earth feels it. Not physically, but mentally. It's like a cold shiver running through their minds, a sudden awareness that they are not as weak as the aliens believe. The scream, filled with both agony and defiance, resonates with every person on Earth, awakening something deep within. Ordinary men and women, children and adults alike, begin to feel strange surges of power, like a dormant ability inside them is coming to life. It's subtle at first, a flash of speed, a sudden clarity of thought, an unexplainable connection to machines. These abilities are small, but they are enough to create a sense of hope, even in the darkest moments. The psychic scream that Emily sent out was not just a cry for help, it was a spark. It awakened something in every human being, stirring a deep, hidden potential. But no one understands what's happening just yet. At first, it's dismissed as coincidence or an isolated phenomenon. But the strange abilities continue to grow, and across the globe, people are starting to notice. Some even begin to test these powers, discovering that they can read minds, control small devices, or perform feats of strength that were once unimaginable.